Fuel efficiency of light-duty passenger cars in the U.S. has increased from 18.8 miles per gallon in 1990 to 22.9 miles per gallon as of 2020. Because better gas mileage vehicles need fuel less often, there is less money to pay for much-needed road improvements and maintenance around the state. Representative Mike Johnson says people are also traveling less due to higher gas prices. Two-thirds of the money generated doesn't go to roads, rather to administrative costs like DOTD salaries.
We need the employees, definitely need the employees. An inordinate amount of it goes not to the road directly, but to administrative cost, which puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage to some states who have various means of collection of funds.
Some in the legislature want to increase the fuel tax to make up for the loss, but Johnson is not for raising the tax.
Some would suggest we need to increase taxes, and their argument is that we haven't increased the gas tax since 1990. But considering what we just came through with $5.20 a gallon gasoline, increasing that tax is not something that won't cause a significant amount of hurt on the consumers. And when you consider we're paying 40 cents a gallon right now for gas between state and federal, that's one option, but it's not the option I would like to see.
Johnson says anything we can do to raise the economy in Louisiana is the answer to budget woes, and that our bad roads are impeding new business growth.
And you know, that's one of those things that if we have bad roads, it's an impediment to new businesses coming here. They have to be able to get their products or their supplies in and out of an area without tearing up their trucks. If we have bad roads, that's not going to help us launch or to capture some of these other businesses.
To make up for the fuel tax that owners of electric vehicles are not paying, the state has implemented a $110 tax on fully electric vehicles and a $60 tax on hybrids. The owner of this Tesla, Matt Johns, tells me what he thinks of the tax.
So for me, I typically drive about 30,000 miles a year, and if I were averaging, say, 30 miles a gallon of gas, I'd be buying 1,000 gallons of gasoline a year, which at 20 cents on a tax would be $200 annually that I would be spending on a tax. So for me, with an electric vehicle at $110 a year, it's actually less than what I would be spending otherwise. But it is definitely fair that we're paying something. You could make the argument that it should be more because those vehicles are a little bit heavier and could be doing more damage to the road. I think they average about 40% more weight than vehicles of equivalent stature.
There is a $15 billion backlog of road projects deemed necessary. One-time money was available this session for some local projects, but Johnson said that doesn't address the reoccurring need for more money for roads.
And we know just from driving on our roads here in central Louisiana, we have many, many needs. Some of the funds this past session, our local delegation was able to capture some of that for some of our state roads. I was able to get some of those funds for some parish roads. That's not something that's going to be available in the future. And it's not something we need to rely on. So it's an issue that's going to continue to be an issue till we figure out how to address it and to balance everything.
Joel Massey, ABC 31 News that works for you.